What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey, coming to you guys with another super quick video. So in case you guys haven't heard, apparently Tiny has filed for a divorce from T.I. Now, of course, I would say that I'm shocked, but no. It seems that the couple's been having trouble for a while. You guys may have heard all the scuttlebutt that happened around Halloween time regarding Tiny and the picture with Floyd Mayweather, and then a video coming out a little later that showed her dancing kind of up close and personal with Floyd Mayweather. And then, of course, back in 2014, I think it was, there was this huge big brawl type thing with T.I. and Floyd Mayweather over Tiny. And as you guys know, their family, they have this show on VH1, T.I. and Tiny Family Hustle. Well, this actually wasn't their first reality show. T.I. and Tiny both had a reality show a few years ago, and I can't remember what channel it was on. I can't remember what it was called. But I remember from that show just how possessive he was. And I'm not saying by any means T.I. is the blame or Tiny is blameless or whatever. I'm just telling you that I could see from that their first initial reality show just how possessive he was, and how he spoke to her, his level of expectation as far as where she was supposed to be, when she was supposed to be there, how she was supposed to answer the phone, how many times she was, you know what I mean? Like, he was dead ass serious about her being, you know, his property and answering to him, and that was so apparent to me. All right. And then you see, we saw all these tweets and stuff from Tiny's friend after the whole Floyd Mayweather thing, you know, just talking about how you know, much that Tiny had put up with, you know, from T.I. And, you know, as far as everybody's trying to call her out with the Floyd Mayweather situation, but T.I.'s got his own dirt. And we remember that Tiny liked those posts and she never disputed them. Okay, let me say this. We all know that it is customary that women are supposed to take and take and take and take the abuse and re-abuse and distrustful behavior of men. We're supposed to take it on the chin. We're supposed to forgive, you know what I'm saying, lest we be called bitter and angry and all this other stuff. Okay, but we know as women, one small infraction, and a man will count your name and your reputation dust. Okay, and I think that's what we are seeing here. I think the fact that, you know, she took this picture with Floyd Mayweather and just said, hey, Mariah called us back in and we came in and took the picture, but then it came out a little bit later that she was dancing, you know, they was dancing all over each other. I think she been catching it, baby. She has been catching it. Bump what I've done. What about you out there hoeing around with my arch nemesis? Okay, I don't think it's something that T.I. is willing to forgive quite easily. And I think outside of everything else that is going on, his own personal infidelities, I think maybe some pressures that she is getting from him now with these new developments, she's like, you know what, I'm out. And While I say I don't blame her, I do think it's a crying doggone shame that these kids was together for many years before getting married in 2010. They've only been married like 6 years. And, all together, they've probably been together about 15-20 years, I'm sure. And for it to come to this place here where they're getting a divorce, I think it's sad. It's sad because if you look at T.I. and the Tiny Hustle, T.I. and Tiny Family Hustle, you will see that the kids adore their parents individually and together. And ultimately, I feel really bad for the children, and for you guys to have a new baby that's not even, I don't think, quite a year old yet. It's freaking ridiculous. But you know what? It's a part of the lifestyle, I guess. We're seeing a lot of breakups. We're seeing a lot of the destruction of relationships. I think that T.I. and Tiny, if they were, a Middle Eastern couple in Aleppo, they would be getting a divorce? Probably not. They would have bigger fish to fry. But when you lead a lifestyle of partying and excess, and you have a lot of things at your disposal, as my mom always says, the idle hands are the devil's monkey bars. Anyway, I know things are probably a little bit more complex in a marriage and in a relationship period, especially that involves children. But, marriage requires a certain level of dedication. I've never been married, but I imagine a certain level of dedication and loyalty. And the bar has to be raised on both sides of the relationship. And I think we were just seeing that this wasn't the case on Tiny's side or T.I.'s side. Okay, guys, tell me what you think. Do you think that this divorce is as a direct result of the whole Mayweather thing? Do you blame Tiny? Do you support Tiny? Do you think T.I. drove his wife to make some of the choices that she made? You think she's jumping out too soon? You think they should work together? Let me know what you think, honeybees. Till next time.